Hello, I'm Stuart from Inspiring City, and I'm with Roy from Roy's People. Hi, Roy.
Hi, Stuart. And Oscar.
And Oscar as well. And we're in the basement of the Curious Duke Gallery, which is actually where we first met, isn't that right?
One of the more seedy places.
Yes, one of the more seedy places of Whitecross Street. Actually, it's one of our favourite galleries, and actually, Roy's been exhibiting here for ages, and that's actually how we met each other on the blog. Just tell me a bit about your art first of all, Roy, before we get on to the purpose of this interview, which is around the art fair that you're doing.
Yeah, so Roy's People is the miniature figures, creating them and photographing them on the streets, which we've been on the go for about 5 years now, and more so with Curious Duke, where we're at today. You probably can't see it in the background, but there's a small example of the miniature figures and installations that come under Roy's People, the artist.
So you've expanded a little bit into doing an art fair, which is going to be in September, between the 14th and 17th of September. So tell me something about how that came about and what it's all about.
Yeah, so the art fair came about because really just wanted to do something more with the art world rather than just be the artist and just carry on creating. I wanted to create something that was for artists, that was purely driven by artists, and it was either art fair or gallery, and the art fair seemed a little bit more fun, so we went all in.
It's a bit of a stretch, though, isn't it? It's a bit of a move from doing your own pieces of work to actually coordinating what is quite a huge event with 65 artists, and there's a lot in there, right? I mean, that's quite a big jump from doing your thing to what you're doing now.
Yeah, it's huge, and I don't think I could have prepared myself any more for it, other than just getting involved and doing everything that comes in, and it's completely opened my eyes in terms of what it takes to organise an event, what it's like to deal with artists and their requirements, and how to work with them. But at the same time, it's been, whilst it's been a huge learning curve, it's been a lot of fun.
I bet it has.
And and it's been awesome meeting all the artists and getting to know them and introducing them to new people and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot more reward in it than just being able to put on an event.
So what have you learned from this experience? Doing it, getting it. I mean, it's not on yet. It's a couple of months ago, but you've been planning it for ages. What have you learned?
You could say a number of things, really. I mean, it's completely different to being an artist, obviously, although at the same time it is running a business, and essentially being an artist. I've always felt that being an artist and running a business is, they're kind of the same things, and so it's really just exactly what it does take to put on an event, exactly how many people you need to create partnerships with, what it's like to scout venues, to find places big enough, how artists work. It's been a massive eye-opener because it's not always straightforward, although some are better than others. But that's all stuff that we can work with, and the idea is that we work with artists to help them improve, rather than just put on the fair and give them their space. So a whole massive amount of learning curves going on, really.
So what can people expect at the fair between the 14th and 17th of September of this year?
Various things, really. We've got a lot of live art. So the idea is to create an art fair that is creative, and so we've got loads of people involved to create stuff throughout the weekend, whether it be from the opening night, where we've got Mr. Doodle, who'll be running around the venue doodling on everything that he can, to street artists come along on the weekend. And then we've got the artists, obviously. So we've got 64 exhibitors, all showing their own artwork. You can expect to come along, have a chat with them, find out exactly what it is behind the art, and the stories and the thought process and everything. So yeah, I think you can just expect a kind of an easy atmosphere, place to be where hopefully you'll come and buy some art from the artists.
Sounds like it's going to be a nice interactive environment.
Absolutely. I think that's the main thing that needs to happen, is that people feel like they can interact with the artists.
Right, I'm looking forward to it. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
And thanks Oscar too.